接下嚟，我哋有請理大酒店及旅遊業管理學院副院長兼講座教授宋海岩教授為我哋分享。以下嘅環節將會以英文進行。The following session will be conducted in English. I would like to invite Professor Haiyan SONG to the stage to share his insights on the topic. Professor Song, please.
Good morning. I beg your forgiveness. My Cantonese is very low, so I have to present in English to protect your wellness. So today I'm going to talk about the techno-regenerative tourism, building a net positive future for Northern Metropolis. Myself actually was not quite familiar with Northern Metropolis, but I heard the project. The project is going to be a very major project for Hong Kong in the future, and tourism will be part of it. So that's why I thought I will present some of our initial thought about how to develop the tourism in the Northern Metropolis in a way that will benefit not only the economy, but also the environment and also local community through technology. So basically, we urgently need a new tourism paradigm. The old tourism paradigm, at least for Hong Kong, has been sightseeing and shopping driven. But this paradigm has to change due to the technology development and also consumer behavior changes. Over-tourism has been a major issue in many destinations. In Europe, for example, Venice, Barcelona, and so on and so forth. Actually, these cities have suffered from tourism because people love them, visit them, but the local community hate the tourism. Sometimes they demonstrate against tourism, saying, tourists, go home. This is a tourist, maybe heaven, but it's local communities' hell. So this is over-tourism. Fortunately, Hong Kong has not suffered this over-tourism problem, but at times, Hong Kong actually had over-tourism due to less planning, and also in certain areas, we suffered from over-tourism. And also the community has not benefited due to tourism. In the past, we heard that the local communities has developed a very negative sentiment to tourism, especially when they invaded their local communities. For Northern Metropolis, actually, this is opportunity because it is, we call it a blank paper. We can write the beautiful poem, and we also can draw the beautiful pictures. So we have to make it right from the start. Otherwise, we'll mess it up. And in the future generations will suffer. We can move beyond sustainability. We have been talking about sustainability, but sustainability means do less harm to the environment, to the community, to economy. But we need to actually move beyond that. We need to move to regeneration, i.e. to leave the things even better from today. So that's the philosophy, I think, the Northern Metropolis tourism development. What is techno-regenerative tourism? Since I'm representing the Research Center for Digital Transformation of Tourism, so I have to focus on the development from the technology perspective. Basically, it is net positive system, regenerative goal, tourism that actively improve the environment, society, and economic as a destination. And also technology should be used as an enabler. Basically, we were using big data, AI, and IoT to make regeneration measurable, scalable, and also profitable, right? These are the technology will help us to achieve all this goal. For the Northern Metropolis, this means not just protect the deep bay wetland and also other wetland, but also actively restoring them, okay, through tourism. And also not just showcasing the villages, but also digitally revitalizing their stories. Now actually we're telling the stories of local communities and villages through words and also through publications and so on and so forth. But in the future, this can be digitalized. And also not just bring tourists, and also ensure the revenue directly empower the local community. So the tourists actually will generate income to the Northern Metropolis, but Hong Kong as well. And those income generated should benefit local community. In the past, especially we call it ecotourism, rural tourism, actually, although tourism visit the destination, they spend money, but most of the income actually leaked out because the investment is coming from other places, and then the income generated, a lot of them will go back to the investors. And the local community actually benefit very little, but actually they capitalize the local resources, but the local community has not been benefited. All right, okay, so these are some very initial thought ideas, and probably will help the development, especially the planning department of Hong Kong, to think about this when they develop the Northern Metropolis, especially tourism. They should have a master plan that taking account those need of local communities and protection of environment and also the economy, right? So we should leverage first the Santam Technopoles innovation to create a tourism ecosystem that is data-driven, managing visitor flows, and also ecological health in real time, right? So actually previous speakers has already touched upon how to monitor the local environment, species, and also other things that happened locally in real time. And also it's community-centric, creating a transparent, equitable, and economic models, right? It's not just benefit a few, but benefit the majority, especially the local community. And also experiential education training, turning tourism into the active participant in our local community. In the past, actually, the tourists and local community, they are not an integral part of tourism development, right? So the tourists come to a destination to do sightseeing and shopping, but then the local community are not participating. This actually is not a good thing. So in the future, actually, the Northern Metropolis should actually integrate tourists and local community. And also resilience, future-proof, a model for the world. So we can develop a new tourism, a new type of tourism, which not only will benefit Hong Kong, but also benefit the world if there's a new development like Northern Metropolis will be emerging in other part of the world. So there's some strategies that we can follow. One of which we call the core strategy one is smart conservation corridor. The goal actually is to actively restore and protect the Deep Bay Ramasa site, which has already been mentioned that it is suffered in the past, and many of the species and also the wetland has negatively affected and disappeared sometime. So these are the technologies that we can use. Due to time constraint, I will not actually mention all of them, but it is listed here. We can use different technologies which has been used in other parts of the world, especially in mainland China, to monitor, protect, and also making decisions, helping government and local business and community to make decisions that benefit the Northern Metropolis as a destination. Doing all this actually will turn the Northern Metropolis a living lab where the tourism directly fund and also contribute to the measurable ecological restoration. So tourists normally is in the past is actually a force of destroying natural environment, right? If it's over tourism, but actually in the future, the tourists will be a part of the ecological system restoration, not a destroyer. The second strategy is augmented heritage culture development. Basically, again, using technology, not only present the local stories, especially the village stories and also the local species through technology, so the tourists do not have to visit the place. If they visit the place and they use technology, AR or digital apps, they actually can you can actually touch or look at using your mobile phone, take pictures of the object, and then the stories will be told through the mobile app. So this actually will not only preserve the local culture and heritage through digital transformation, but also will control the flows that will visit those destinations, right? Avoid over-tourism. So the outcome will be the culture is not just preservation in museums, but also it is a living, engaging part of the visitor experience, right? So that is very important. It's not only just a display in museums or in certain places and inviting tourists to visit, right? That is not enough. And we actually should allow the tourists to participate as part of this process. The third strategy is to integrate mobility as a service. I think you already know this type of apps. We call them MAS apps. Basically, this is a transportation system actually can integrate all the transportation means into one app. So that when the tourists visit a destination, they can choose different transportation means using one app, and also will be able to pay through this app in one system. You don't have to using Uber and taxi, call for taxi, and look at the bus schedule and catching buses and so on and so forth. Actually, one app will resolve all these transportation issues, and also will actually ease the transportation flows based on the tourist visit in the destination. Right, okay, so I think the time is up. I was told I only have 2 minutes, but I only very briefly talk about two possible models to develop the Northern Metropolis and to increase the impact of tourism in the local community, positive impact. Local community protect the environment and also generate the economic income. So this actually is we call the Northern Metropolis Impact Pass. So we're using a technology we call the digital key for tourists. They use this. Tourists can use it for transportation, entrance to attractions, and also payment if they need to pay for sightseeing and also interest to only 1 minute lead. And also they can using that to get a benefit, reward if they are behave in a sustainable way and so on. The second model is to actually utilize the Santen technical pole as a living lab, because we know the new generation, they are more savvy in terms of technology. So because we have this Tiansen technical, so we can utilize it as attraction to attract tourism for education purpose and also to generate the benefit and also educate the younger generation. So this is another thing that we can do in the future. In conclusion, The Northern Metropolis is more than just an infrastructure. Now we are talking about infrastructure building up, right? Actually, it is our chance to define the future of tourism. Hong Kong, the old tourism has passed, and there should be new development. And the Northern Metropolis is a laboratory that we can experience a new tourism. And also by embracing the technology, regenerative tourism, we will enhance our natural environment, revitalize our cultural heritage, and also create a resilient and equitable economy. Building a Northern Metropolis that it doesn't just host visitors, but also inspire them to become part of the bright future. With that, thank you very much.